Good evening. I am your host, Fate, and I am here to tell you a tale of great sorrow and mystery. We go to our 5 brave yet foolish guests who come from the United States of America. And they come during the 1920s to a great mansion of Sapphire Peaks. But this vacation might turn into a gruesome and grim murder. Stay tuned. And good luck.
Well,
yeah, there it goes!
Hi! Hello! I don't know where to look again.
This is your camera.
Hi! I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous, I'm good.
Hi, welcome to Sapphire Peaks. It's a little mini campaign we're going to be doing for the month of October. It's a little horror theme, murder mystery thing. So we're going to open with a beautiful lodge set in the middle of an Icelandic countryside, very oddly far away from the rest of civilization. It's freshly snowing and the tracks on the ground are pristine and it's beautiful, but it's also very lonely. And as we join in with our group, we will first go to...
It's Billy Booze Brom. Can you lower my volume, please?
I don't know how to do that. You have to do that.
It's the second. It's the second
You
knob.
This one? Hold on.
You know which knob?
This one?
No, second one.
You know the knob.
The second one. That one. Yes. A little lower. A little lower. Okay. I don't wanna kill your ears out there.
It still looks like it's in red.
In the red is different than being over the red. Billy Booze Brom. I'm a rum runner, or I transport cargo, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm here to visit my good friend and supply chain, end of my supply chain. I forget his name.
Sir Legary.
Legary, Mr. Legary.
I'm Kiki Doyle. I'm here on vacation. It's been horrible. My husband kicked me out in the middle of a cold winter Chicago night. Left me for a man. And Sir Legale decided to take me under his wings instead of me becoming one of those women-killing men that you hear in the news. I'm sure you've heard about them, haven't you?
I mean, if they drink, maybe.
Right. That was so awkward.
What's your last name?
Doyle. Alright, so as you two are awkwardly introducing yourselves to one another, as Kiki, low-key, says she wants to kill all men, you see the door to the lodge opens, and it's a nice, warm-looking lodge, dark wood, and it's a double door. And he steps onto this porch, this very tall man with slicked back blonde hair, piercing blue eyes, in a full suit. Despite how cold it is, he's not wearing any kind of coat or fur, he's just in a regular 3-piece suit. And he comes down the steps and he gathers Kiki's hands in his and he says, "It's so good to see you, my dear."
Oh, thank you. This is a much-needed vacation, darling.
Yes, I know. Ah, and the booze.
Of course, Mr. Legary.
It is so good to see you. Welcome. This is Sapphire Peaks. It is my newly built and bought ski lodge.
It's nice. You get. I know the liquor here isn't as illegal, but I still brought a few good things for you and for the party, I suppose.
Yes, I cannot wait for you to meet everyone else. In fact, my architect is right inside, if you would like to come in.
Of course.
Yes, of course. And he
I'm
sort
slowly turning into Mark Hamill's Joker, but
slowly?
slowly.
Yeah, I want Mark Hamill's Joker.
And as he invites you in. You notice he sort of pulls a pocket watch out of his pocket and checks what time it is and smiles to himself. You all walk back into the room where you meet.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back.
And you told us to make sure we were done everything before 8 o'clock.
This is my dear friend and the architect of this beautiful ski lodge.
My name is Oswald.
No, please don't.
I told him it was fine.
Oswald Wally Wilkerson.
Hello, Mr. Wilkerson. I'm Kiki.
It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Mr.
Booze. Mr. Booze! Or Billy! Depends. Do you need a drink? I got.
Sure, why not?
Take your pick.
Embrace. Okay.
To be honest, I don't even really want to.
Around this time,
Drinking it, you're
I mean, I really like these drinks, but after eating sauce, it's like a complete whiplash.
Between this and this, I'm gonna be up till fucking 4 tonight.
around this time, you hear a beautiful laugh from outside, and Mr. Ligari perks up and goes, "I think I know who that might be." And about that time,
Bonjour! Oh, Monsieur Ligari, it's been so good to see you.
Etty, it is beautiful to see you, and you look as radiant as ever.
Thank you. You're always just so wonderful.
As are you, my dear.
Oh, nice to meet all of you. She has a subtle French accent that I cannot keep up with. I'm Henriette Dubois, but you can all just call me Eddie.
Nice to meet you, Eddie.
Madame Dubois is truly a gem of American people.
I've been to New York recently, eh?
No, my business is based out of New Orleans. Did you get down our way very much?
I've been south of the border a few times, into the land of Dixie and moonshine. I have.
It does awfully seem like your kind of place.
Oh yeah, it's just don't get caught.
Well, my type of clientele do tend to appreciate the finer, only the best amber liquids.
Oh, nay, we're on the same page here, my lady.
Yes, I've never seen any of you at L'Amour Chateau, but you all have an open invitation. And you, my dear, aren't you just the bee's knees? If you're ever looking for a position, I do have, my lovely visiting nieces do come and go so quickly sometimes, and I could always use a nice, well-bred young lady.
I have a nice job up in Chicago. I'm a cocktail waitress.
Now, Kiki is no lost bunny. She is figuring it out on her. She'll do just fine.
Well, it's always nice to meet a fellow, entrepreneuring lady. I'm sure we'll just be the bestest buddies.
I am sure.
Well, there is only one other guest we are waiting on to arrive, and I do believe he will be quite the life of the party. No pressure. Ah, yes, come on in.
I just walk in. I'm like the most indescript guy you've ever seen. I have a brown trench coat on, a brown fedora. I am your typical dick.
Mr. O'Malley, it is wonderful that you could join us on.
Yeah, I need the vacation.
I am sure you
Flask.
do. Well, I know you all do not know each other, but I am very glad to have brought so many friends from so many different walks of my life together. I think you all have more in common than you really understand.
I hope everyone here likes to get bent.
Well, gladly.
In between buildings,
This accent keeps bugging me.
In between building a few buildings here and there, I do enjoy a nice whiskey every now and again.
Ah, my man.
Scotch on the rocks if you got it.
Ah, I took you as a Pilkington. I was clearly wrong about you, my friend, my friend.
Yes, Mr. Braun, would you mind bringing in some of your wares for the party?
And I snap as if people are going to come in, and I just gotta go, oh. And I go run over to the car.
And he does motion for, you now notice there are two individuals in the corner of the room. An old man with very thin, wispy hair who's hunched over. He joins you and helps you bring in all of the food. And there, beside him is a young, timid-looking girl. You can't place her age. She could be anywhere from 15 to 30. It's a very confusing face shape, but all you really remember whenever you look at her are these massive, almost too big for her face eyes. Just a little off, to where looking at her gets a little uncomfortable if you do it for too long.
Ah, riffraff, here, take this.
No, be gentle. He is an elderly gentleman, so
Of course,
gives him
of
all the
course.
heavy boxes.
This is the heaviest.
It took me a minute, but I got your joke.
Thank you. The other
Mon-
one's Chicago.
Immediately.
Yeah, I heard you up immediately.
Monsieur Wilkinson, you certainly are a big six. Would you mind carrying my bags up for me?
That's no problem. I'll do it right away.
Aren't you just a peach?
Can someone butt me?
Oh, absolutely. And if I'm remembering correctly what that is, this is fun. Yeah.
I pull out my lighter. Click.
Thank you.
Ah, okay, I see. I see. We have a cheat sheet.
Yeah,
Just let you
we
know.
don't know slang. We're trying to.
Well, I know
make it up as
slang,
we
but not
go.
this generation.
But it's about to become my natural vernacular.
Thank
I
God
love
for the
it
internet.
all.
I mean, Bee's Knees came back for a while during the Speed Racer fiasco.
That's true. I still use the bee's knees when I'm being sarcastic, though.
Yes.
I
But you still use it.
I do. I still use it. So after all the booze is brought in, Sir Legati sort of motions over both of his individuals, and he whispers something in their ear, something you can't quite make out unless you want to roll for it.
Ben.
I'll listen.
Wait, who? All of us?
If you feel it's something your character would.
My character
Nah.
wouldn't.
What am I rolling against?
Do the main. So what's your main? Not main. Okay, what's your perception? Or I forgot what it's called.
We don't have
Or
that
Call
in
of
here.
Cthulhu.
I mean,
I don't have a sheet in front of me.
Use your intelligence.
That'll work. Just try to roll under that.
47 against 80.
Perfect. So you do hear him say, "Now, for the plan, it will only work if you go into town and take the car with you. I will see you at a later date." You are the only one who hears that.
And I keep it to myself.
Being a
Alright.
dick. Literally.
So you sort of vaguely see this odd couple of servants leave and take the only automobile that is, I'm pretty sure it's probably yours.
It is mine.
We took your car. Sorry.
That's fine. I figured I wouldn't be having that by the end of this.
No. And they take it into town, and Sir Legari doesn't really give any details as to what's happening. He simply slams his hands down upon the table and goes, "Well, who's hungry?
You gotta have food when you got the booze.
You gotta have food when you have the booze." You are absolutely right. Is that an American saying?
Food goes
That is
easy.
my saying, and if it's mine, it's true blue American.
It
goes
was
really
quite
well
a long
with
flight
Kansas.
over. I could use some, I am famished.
I imagine you are. Well, if you would like to come into the dining room with me, we can all sit down and have a nice meal and continue to get to know each other.
That's just the bee's knees.
I agree. Absolutely.
So let's quit flapping our gaps and get in there.
Yes, let's. We're quickly running out of time.
And at that point, she actually just lifts her mask and pulls it up.
And look, the beauty has arrived. We had half of it here, now it is all here.
She's a little bit more at ease. And she just takes a puff of her cigarette. The only thing that keeps her calm.
I take my fedora off, and everyone can see I just have a scraggly brown hair, scraggly beard.
All right. So he leads you into the dining room, and you see what is laid before you is beyond words. It is so mouth-wateringly delicious. There's ham, there's a full turkey cooked, everything you could want. Every meal, every Christmas meal, every Easter meal, every holiday meal, all packed into one. It's got everything you can imagine in it, and the proportions are outrageous. It's fit for an army, and there's
Expecting more, boss?
no. I just got a little carried away with catering.
Applesauce. I didn't
Whoops.
carry any of my takeaway dishes.
Slaps him on the shoulder and is like, you see, this is why I built this place for you. You only throw the best parties in the best banquets anywhere, you better believe it.
And you are always invited. I just, as you know, it is nearing Christmas time, and I have not seen my family in many years. We don't speak. And I thought to myself, who would I want to spend the holidays with? And I thought of all of you. So I wanted to have a holiday feast, despite the fact that it's not really a holiday yet.
Any excuse is an excuse worth having.
Exactly. Now, if you will excuse me, I am going to run to the bathroom, but please, go on. Enjoy yourself.
Don't tell me twice. I immediately sit at the table and start putting into a plate a little bit of everything.
And I walk over to my chair and look at the gentleman and pull it out and sit down.
Dicks. A lot of you.
Hey, my character's an asshole, so.
Hey, my character believes in equal rights, so, you can pull out your own chair.
Equal rights, equal
Oh,
rights.
pull the chair? Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna keep picking food.
So,
Are you Billy or are you Dacius?
are you all sitting around the table?
Billy,
Of course, yes.
Is anyone doing anything else?
I'm eating.
Right, I knew that.
I pretty much get a couple of bites of food.
Okay. Well, you
What
do.
was your Brom? Do you have a quilt?
You're gonna make me have to go through this fucking thing. Q. I'm thinking drugs.
As he's looking,
Yeah.
Sir Ligari does sort of stand off to the side, watch you all for a second with a weird look in his eye, opens his pocket watch for the upteenth time, and smiles to himself and leaves the room. And you do know he is not going in the correct direction for the bathrooms.
Yeah, of course. Riffraff, bring some of the good Virginia shit.
He left.
He's gone.
Riffraff. Well, unfortunately, I don't have it with me, as it's something that he had.
That's fine. It's a bit of a wet blanket, but
Oh,
I can handle that.
I can understand.
He's trying to figure out where he's going.
Map.
I'm already lost, and we've only been in
It's
two rooms.
mentally, I have the blueprints in my mind, so just pretend I'm thinking.
Yeah.
To be fair, as we played Minecraft, I built all the buildings. I still get lost.
Oh god, I get so lost in town. Anyway.
Alright, so as you're all sort of sitting there and enjoying, you do notice outside that there's sort of a flickering light, and it's sort of changing between like a light. It's soft. It's not that bright.
Okay.
Like a soft blue to almost a golden color. And it's slowly getting brighter and brighter. And as you look out the window, if you choose to,
Oh yeah, I'm getting up and going to the window.
I'm not.
Who's okay? Raise your hand. Looking at the
I'm
window.
going to the window.
Okay, you're eating.
You're too busy eating.
And you're looking out the window too, right? You sort of look outside and you see Jesus. You see Jesus. He's on the cross, whole 9 yards.
Shit.
Wow, this is
And he's
weird turn.
No, you look
What the hell
outside.
is Jesus doing out there?
We have from Call of Cthulhu to Call of Christ.
You all see these little softly blinking lights. They almost look like Christmas lights, but they're moving independently of one another. And they don't really seem to have much of a pattern or anything like that, and they almost seem living.
They remind me of fireflies from back home, but this isn't the season for them.
Monsieur Wally, you did build this place, right?
That's correct.
Did you see any of those?
Not particularly.
Not particularly, or just no?
No.
Okay.
One does seem to get a little bit closer to the window, and you sort of feel as if you could reach out and touch it, like it's warm. You feel a warmth as you get closer to it, if you so choose to reach out to it. And then they all disappear.
What?
All at once.
That's not those, Northern Lights I've heard about, is it?
Wouldn't believe so. No.
Not far enough north from those.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
we said Scandinavia. We could be
Yeah,
pretty
maybe.
far up there in Norway.
Alright, and around
Much further north than I've ever been.
around that time you hear a great shattering noise coming from in the hallway.
I duck down under the table.
I immediately go to investigate.
Oh, well, give me a minute. Alright.
I'm a rum runner. If I hear that, you fucking get down!
You know that it's in bedroom number 5. Or vaguely in that area. It's in the back corner, sort of. And you hear a quiet shout from a man. And around the time as you're probably coming out of the room, you see Sir Ligari up against the window, the door frame, breathing heavily.
Monsieur Ligari, are you okay?
Oh, I am afraid it is time.
Time for what?
Do you know the story of Cain and Abel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of us know that one, Monsieur Ligari.
My parents would put us all around the fireplace as a kid. And as you see him lift his hand to check his watch one more time, you notice a large gash across his entire abdomen, and it's bleeding profusely.
Oh my gosh! Give me the napkins.
We need to get you some kind of attention.
It's time for the story. Brace yourselves. And he falls dead.
Oh no.
It's at this point.
Oh
I get,
no, is what you come up with.
it's at this point. I'm now curious because I let them run off as I'm under the table, and I start to kind of creep over, and I'm like, "So what's it? Oh God!"
I actually go over and check his pulse.
Alright, you don't find anything. He's dead.
Shit.
Yeah, but no one else checks.
No, absolutely. I will say, if you'll roll another intelligence check for me real quick.
71 against the 80.
Perfect. You do notice something feels a little weird about his skin. You don't really know what it is, but it just doesn't feel right.
Easy crocodile.
Well,
I kind of give a pinch and pull. Because if it feels weird, I'm saying if it's loose.
He's just pulling on this guy's neck. No, that's
What the
fine.
hell are you doing?
I'm gonna roll for luck
Is he
for
dead?
you.
I mean, for all I know, he just
So-
fainted.
Your fingernails kind of dig into the skin a little unnaturally. Sort of feels like a Play-Doh-y almost, but aside from that, there's no weird elasticity. The texture is relatively normal. you're not really
It
sure.
just has this weird give to it.
Yeah, you're just not really
What
sure
you looking for?
if it's like he had some sort of skin disease or what's going on there. You don't know enough medically to really understand.
All right.
I just pull
For
my hand
crying
away.
out loud! What are you doing, Monsieur O'Malley?
Okay, everyone, relax. This isn't the first time. It won't be the last. We're in the middle of the
This is not the first time I've
woods.
dealt with a dead body.
We're good.
Wait, he's dead?
Yes.
I scream
Dead like
and
Jim Carrey.
faint.
All right.
Legit.
roll a d20 for me.
Reaction.
14.
You do not hit your head when you fall.
Okay.
So when she's down, I'm like, so I know, Flatfoot over here. No offense. We're gonna have a bit of a tough time explaining this, but we're in another country. We're in the woods in winter, in a cold mansion. Fuck! I just you see him go for like a 30-yard stare. Where's the girl?
One of the things I did notice is when he
Where's
said
the girl with the big eyes? Like,
When he
would
said-
I know?
You
Wait,
know
last time I
too.
seen her, she left as well.
She left as well.
Okay, good. No one's in the house. We drag him out,
you see,
put him in the woods, get the fuck back to the States.
I know this place inside and out. When he said he was going to the bathroom, he went down the wrong hall. He wasn't going towards the bathroom.
And you didn't think to tell us that before?
Didn't occur to me. I just figured he forgot something. Wasn't too suspicious yet.
It's still a new house, and he doesn't fucking know where he's going, but you know where I know I'm going? Into the woods, find a shovel.
Quick.
It's like 30 degrees below zero out there. How are we supposed to get back to town? They took your jalopy.
Town? And wait, what?
I just,
And they took my what?
What?
I just went Irish. Sorry.
and he took me dropping. And when you say, I go, we don't have to go to town. We just gotta go a little bit into the woods and drop a. Oh, when they took my what?
You see, as far
Your
as the body
car,
goes, we
Monsieur.
can just
They
put
took
it
your
outside.
car.
The snow will cover it
Look
up
outs-
until spring. What the
It
fuck
just
season
needs to
is
be
it?
covered up long enough for me to get onto a boat and find the fuckers who took my fucking rum runner.
Look out the window. The car wasn't there.
I look out, and do I see the tracks going?
You do see the tracks, and in fact, you think. Well, roll intelligence.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's gonna be a percentile, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 56.
What's your?
Oh, my intelligence is 60.
Okay, so you think you're really not sure. You see lights sort of vaguely in the woods, and it could be where the driveway is, but you're really not sure if they're coming or going.
I don't know what they fucking do with my fucking wheels, but I swear I'll go get them. It's gonna be a thrashing tonight.
I suggest staying here for now.
Okay. We're getting all in a lather right now. We need to calm down and figure. That's an awful large gash on him. I'm trying not to go Irish really hard.
And I pointed out, no, you can't help it.
I know.
I was trying to be subtle.
No, I know. Where did that? Can I look at it and see if it looks like he cut himself or something, or or if it looks like an animal claw, or?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Make an intelligence check. Sorry.
Okay, I think I actually have medicine.
Oh, great! Then make a medicine check.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
have.
taste
hang
like
on, let me see what
fermented herring
medicine
dipped in cat piss, though.
Oh shit! No, my intelligence is much better, but we're going for medicine because I have it. No, that's 50 on a 7.
Yeah, my phone doesn't ding when I get
50 on a
messages.
7.
Yeah, I have a 7 in medicine. I don't know shit.
No, you sure don't. You sort of look at it and you get so emotionally overwhelmed because, I mean, this is a man you knew. You've known him for years. He's never been anything but kind and good to you, and all of a sudden here he is
Oh, bless.
dead in such a disturbing and aggressive way. You don't really know what to make of it.
Oh, this is.
I would suggest you not getting so close to the body.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Leave the investigating with me.
Did something crashed with? Is there a chandelier in that part of the house?
There shouldn't be. The only ones that would be anywhere if we put them anywhere would be the living room.
Living room and dining room both have one. They are both still intact. You can see them both from where you are.
Then what was that? What was that
gonna-
awful crashing
I'm
noise?
gonna look for a blood trail.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say you find it pretty easily without rolling.
Do
Because
I know what
I mean,
room?
this gentleman straight up just fucking bled everywhere.
Could I
So we're
approximate
just gonna
what
follow
room he
blood
was
trail.
in?
Room 5.
Room 5. Okay. Can I start slowly making my way, like very freaking cautiously making my way? Because, like,
Absolutely.
I don't know if there's a fucking wildebeest in there.
Absolutely.
Wildebeest.
I will say on the way in the dining room there are quite a few decorative swords, and there are a lot of animal heads, a lot of like picture frames with hunting expeditions and other Icelandic history. If any of you would like to look at it, or if any of you would like
I'm
to pick
looking
anything
for
up.
wherever the blood.
I'll change it.
All right, you're passed the fuck out.
I'm gonna do some first aid and see if I can't bring her around.
Okay.
Get the smelling salts.
I'm sticking around the deck over here because I'm gonna be needing him to help me take this body out because
Oh, my first aid. Is
I don't
much
care if
better.
you think you're a cop. We're not in the States anymore, bro.
Do you think he's a good dick or a bad dick?
He's a dick.
He's a good one. He drinks.
You are rolling way too high, sir.
So, you guys do sort of make your way, I'm assuming, with Mr. Oswald leading the way to room 5. And you do know in room 5, despite your better intentions, Sir Ligari did put up an awfully gaudy mirror. It's ornate, golden. The frame was bent in a strange angle on one side, and at the very tip,
I told him this damn thing wouldn't look good in here.
it was a quartz arrowhead.
I'm talking specifically about the arrowhead.
So, are you making your way cautiously, or are you just sort of barging in?
Cautiously. Since I'm bleeding, I'm like, if anybody tries to get in front of me, I'm like,
Well, sorry, do that face again?
wait a minute.
Alright, so as you
I swear I watched so many 1920s movies before the next edition.
as you are about to cross the threshold into room 5, you're sort of still in the hallway, you do see a soft red glow from the room, blinking in and out, sort of like those lights you saw outside, but different, colder.
Where the hell are these lights coming from? I don't see any
I pull out
candles
my
or
cigarette
kerosene
and
lamps in
flick it
here.
at it.
Ugh.
It's aggressive for no reason. It flies quickly up to avoid it, and goes back down into the same space and comes a little closer to you.
Oh no.
Are these
Apparently
sentient?
smart. I'm just gonna poke at it.
Oh,
It,
shit.
it don't like that. It avoids you and it flies
Don't
away from you
Don't
and
touch it.
and goes closer to Oswald, who is leading the pack, sort of, and like floats down to around your hand,
What is it doing?
and then it lightly touches down on your ring finger. You don't feel anything, but this creeping cold. It feels like you just stuck that finger in ice water so cold that you've never felt anything
I
like
pull out my magnifying glass.
it.
I'm seeing if something's in this light.
I'm just
There's
standing.
nothing, it's just light.
I'm just standing behind him, like, what the fuck is that thing?
In all my years, I've never seen anything like this.
And then it quickly flies away and into the room.
Would there be anything, like, on me or near me that I could use to illuminate my way into the room?
The lights are all on.
Okay,
Yes,
sure.
The 1920s, sir.
Like, spooky stuff, I don't know.
No, the lights are still on. For now.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
When
I
the
might
lights
have been
go out,
drinking
that's
a little
when
too
Is
much.
the door ajar, or is it, like...
The door is very slightly
Shut up.
ajar, and the doorknob, you can see,
He was saying
is
that in
ripped
character.
off. It's laying in the hallway.
So there's no door frame, you said?
That's what I was like, I don't know how to
Making sure.
respond to that.
There's a door frame. The door is slightly ajar, and the doorknob has been ripped off on the outside, and it's on the floor.
After all the time I took to make this place perfect for him, he destroys it.
And I slowly start pushing the door open to reveal the room.
All right, make an intelligence check for me real quick. There's God again.
So that's gonna be like my percentile die, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the lower the better. So I've been rolling high lately, so this is gonna be bad.
I know, you were really good at Call of Cthulhu for this reason.
50. And my investigation is... You would see it right here.
Do intelligence.
Intelligence.
Investigate.
At the top.
It's the top.
Okay, it's 70 and I rolled 50.
Great. First thing is a massive pool of blood. Bigger than you really think is necessary or is appropriate for the wound. And you also see the mirror itself has been shattered. And the part that was a little misshapen on the right side is completely detached, laying cleanly on the bed.
Jesus, what the hell happened in here?
That's what we're gonna find out.
I think I've been drinking a little too much. There's lights. There's a dead Lagari.
Well, take comfort in the fact you're not the only one seeing this. It's
Booze.
real.
I don't know if that comforts me. I think I like it better I'm drunk.
The light that led you into the room does flow up, and it lands very gently on the tip of the arrowhead in the mirror.
Booze, go check on the girls.
Oh, right, of course. Right, leave the drunkard to it, okay.
Although there's no point in checking it, all I really see is just the friggin' arrowhead, right?
Yes.
Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go to try to grab the arrowhead, even though I know it's gonna fuck me up, but I won't.
Alright. So as you go to touch it, you see the little light that was on the arrowhead, which was a soft sort of red. It turns blue, and you feel warm as you get closer to it. And as you touch the arrowhead, there's sort of a calming rush through your body where you feel like things might just be okay.
What the hell is this thing? Staring west?
Tell me when we split back to me getting to them.
Go for it.
Alright, ladies, what are we doing here?
I would assume you've woke up by this point.
Yeah, you're awake.
Monsieur Braun? I'm not sure.
Well,
We need your jalopy.
you telling me, but you know what? This isn't really a situation for the fairer kind. I think it's best that we find you guys your rooms, and we'll figure out what to do next. Because right now...
The last time someone went away from the group, he ended up dead.
Don't worry, there's two groups. So if someone ends up dead, there's already someone there to say something or another, and it's fine. So let's mosey on up to, would I see, like, bedrooms in the area besides the...
On your way to room 5, you do see 4 other bedrooms that are open, and the doors are all open. They were clearly made up for guests.
Yeah, so we'll go to one of the rooms I passed by, and we'll put you guys to bed.
I just don't want to be left holding the bag on this, Monsieur Braun.
We
I'm
will...
just checking your name, make sure.
Do not worry. This is man's work, and we'll make sure that we keep you guys safe and sound. 1920s.
You should be saying gals.
That's fair. Gals.
Or dolls.
Gals now. Dolls if I'm trying to get...
Yeah.
Alright, so let's flip back over to our 2 gentlemen in room 5.
O'Malley, what the hell do you think this is? This reminds me of some Native American artifact from the States, but what the hell would it be doing here?
Scandinavia,
Yeah.
stolen
Just
arrowhead.
crack my head.
Ooh, maybe.
Does the mirror come from over here or over in the States?
I'm not exactly sure. He never specified.
When you touch the arrowhead, you get this feeling of deep, fear. It's primal. You don't know where it's coming from, but you think if you hold on to this any longer, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, and you want to put it down. You are overwhelmed.
I flick it away.
Okay. Great.
And I kind of pick it up, and like I said, I had a calming feeling. Like, why did you do that? Like, that was very strange.
Tell me.
It's almost like you were afraid of it. I don't feel anything negative at all from this. I'm just curious.
So,
I guess this is
Pull-
an inventory now.
it sure
I pull
is.
my flask out, take a long swig.
Alright. The second you release the arrowhead, you lose the feeling immediately. You're no longer scared. You, in fact, feel quite silly. But you do have this image of the spear wrapped in twine around a long stick. It looks like a hunting instrument, an ancient one. You might have seen it in a museum, but it seems so... It's right on the tip of your tongue. Like you've seen it in person. You've held it in your hands. But you've never held one before.
I'll light up another cigarette.
All right. We're all just alcoholics.
That's actually traits that I wrote down for this guy, but it didn't print out. But he's an alcoholic and a chain smoker.
Yeah.
It is the 19th.
Right. It's the
Yeah,
1920s.
That's standard. I've got 2 lives because I've drunk this, but you know.
Alright. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the room that they're in?
Going to investigate the mirror, see if any of the shards could have been used to do what? Gouged.
Absolutely.
What would I roll for that?
Just do intelligence again.
I rolled 100.
Okay. Well, you know it's a mirror.
My
You're
best
pretty
stat.
sure.
My best
You're-
stat in a freaking.
90% sure that the mirror at some point was broken.
Could have been made like this. You don't know.
And you do know for sure that that one part of the mirror that you don't realize is unnaturally bent already, that's laying on the bed, is a little bloody.
Did you say I already noticed the unnaturally bent part, right?
You noticed it when he put it in, and you tried to get him to throw it away because it was ugly and misshapen.
It wasn't symmetrical.
It sure was not.
Can I roll for a second intelligence check?
Go for it.
Okay, so I kind of kneel down beside him because I'm assuming you're kneeling down looking at it. I kind of kneel down right beside him and look at it, and I'm gonna roll intelligence as well. Sorry.
Mhm.
Oh, no, you're good. I rolled a 40 and a 70, so.
You sort of notice that the misshapen area is roughly round in the shape of a ball, and it looks almost like it had been smashed against something hard. But a long time ago. It's an ancient mirror. It's, as he referred to it, a family heirloom. But you know he doesn't know his family.
So basically, like something smashed against
Something
it.
smashed against it.
The way you were
before,
explaining it, I thought
a
you
long
like
time ago.
the mirror smashed
No,
against
a long time ago, something was smashed into the frame that made it uneven and circular, like inverted. That's what the word is. And then it looks almost as if the mirror was just simply taken apart. There's no rough edges. There's no clear smashing angle. It simply looks as if
It was like melded by heat almost.
Yeah.
This mirror always struck me as strange. He always said it was a family heirloom, but I know for a fact that he doesn't really know his family very well. What would cause that? It's almost like the...
Am I going too far with this? Like
No,
an
you're good.
explanation? Because I am educated, so I feel like I know
you're
this.
totally good.
It's almost like it was bent by heat, if that makes any sense.
I mean, as an architect, you would know.
Yeah, you know.
How that would work.
I know jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Oh.
Ayo!
All right.
It doesn't have to.
Anyway. So this piece is relatively small, and you've known the mirror is relatively light as well. You watched the gentleman move it, and you thought such a heavy, ornate piece would be a lot heavier than it ended up being. But it's almost hollow.
So, what do you think we should do with this? Like, do you think we should see if there's anything on the back that would give us any clue, or?
I'll check it out. You watch the door.
You got it.
Okay. You can do intelligence, or do you have like a medical?
The damn door.
I don't have medical, so
Okay.
intelligence.
Roll intelligence.
Fuck.
I passed the.
It's a body. It's a body.
It's a mirror.
I got a 90 on the 80.
Okay. Do you want to? You can spend a luck point to re-roll if
I'll
you like.
spend a luck point because
Okay.
This seems important. Yeah.
Did you get a 90 again?
100.
My lord. You are not meant to know what this.
My best freaking stat.
Alright.
Can I just have my rolls from the last time we tried to play Call of Cthulhu?
You know what I just realized?
Hmm.
I put all my stats backwards, but it's fine, I'll deal with it.
Nice.
I'm so used to big number being the good.
Alright, well. Anything else, gentlemen, in this room?
Can't really think of anything else.
You move to the other room.
Alright.
So, come on, let's go off to Sleepy Time Junction.
How are we supposed to go to sleep when there's a dead man on the floor?
Like him! Asleep!
Me?
Someone needs to go into town, hoof it into town, and get the bulls.
Well, we will get the detective, I guess, to go deal with it. You, like I said, we need you guys to be safe.
I just step over the body because
We're not anywhere near there.
Yeah, we're not. The body is sort of in the hallway. You guys are still in the dining room.
okay. So I'm just gonna leave the dining room and start heading towards
Excuse me, miss, I didn't catch your name.
Kiki. I'm just heading to
Kiki.
my room.
Alright, well, we should go together.
Fine!
Because she's used to an abusive marriage, so she's just kind of taken.
Don't need difficult women tonight. We just need to go into the room and be safe.
Well, I didn't need a dead body on the floor tonight either.
I didn't need a dead body either, but you know what? These things happen and the woods are right here.
It isn't about the fact that it happened, it's the fact
We're
of
not in
how
the-
it
We're not in the same room.
It's the hallway is close enough to where you would hear it if you want
Because
to.
we are being
You guys are
loud at
straight
this
up
point.
yelling.
I'm
each
being
other.
very loud.
So
You're waking up Cthulhu.
if you guys
Stop
would
it.
like to exit the room and join the conversation, you are more than welcome.
Look, we all took flights to get here. It is known by everyone that know us, at least me, that I was going to visit Monsieur Laguerre. So if he suddenly vanishes right after we were all heading to visit him, it's going to come down on us and leave us holding the bag anyway. We need to come up with a line, and we need the bulls, and we need to get this figured out. Burying him in the snow is not going to help.
We need to figure out who did this, or what did this.
We are.
I don't particularly care what did it. I just don't want to be the one in trouble.
I like to
Absolve
let
us
you
from
know.
blame. If we prove that something
You-
else did it, we're in the clear.
You think you're in the States? You're not. You're in a monarchy here. Do you think they care? This backwater whatever of a country. I'm not very.
Jesus, you're drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not very good about other countries. I don't think very highly of the Scandinavian countries at this time,
Mhm.
which would make
Hey, Bruce,
sense.
put down the dead soldier.
Let's help me convince the women to go to
I
bed
will
so we
gladly-
can go and deal with this.
I will gladly go to my room. Just take me to my room.
Fine. I'm gonna take her to the room and I'm gonna
Okay.
stare at you and just you give like a dead stare and then go up. And I go like,
Which one of you
suffragist
gents
women.
is going to go get us some help? We have
If we
a
go out there,
body
we're
that's
gonna-
going to start stinking on the carpet.
If we go out there, we're going to die. You see how much it's snowing out there? It'd probably take hours to get to the nearest piece of civilization.
I literally picture your character dropping the French accent as soon as she gets angry.
Good
Around
noticing.
this time,
Good noticing. She actually has.
around this time, you do see two lights sort of lightly hit against the window you're at. But they're not colored like the ones you've been seeing. They're headlights.
They brought your jalopy back.
I immediately turn around and be like, God damn it!
We're gonna have a lot of explaining to do. With
I
their dead
turn
master
I
on the
turn to
floor.
her and go, more pressing matters. I can't think of a thing. I'm not gonna.
Her
go
name
with
is Kiki.
I was gonna use a slang
Were
term,
those
but I'm
the
like, I don't like.
only two
doll.
servants
Doll.
in the building.
Sorry, doll. I'm gonna go make my way towards where those lights are. This is
What do
probably
they
gonna kill me.
Where is everyone right now?
I guess I'm standing outside my bedroom getting ready to go in.
No, she would.
Are you in the bedroom?
Have you seen?
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
I'll
fine.
go in. I'll
the
be in
bedroom.
my bedroom.
I'm checking out the lights.
Have you seen the?
I'm in the dining room, close enough to the window that I saw the lights, but still standing in the dining room.
Are you? How close are you to the window?
I probably am fairly close
Okay. And
because
I was just gonna say something to O'Malley.
We're gonna have a lot of explaining to do when those girls get back in here. They freak me out. You look at them, you get a good look at them. They're strange. And I don't think they're gonna be too happy when they find out that their master's on the floor dead.
I am walking
Stay with
towards
the
the window with a glass bottle. I'm ready.
so you're not near the door. You're near the window.
I'm going towards the
You're
window.
going to the door. You're going towards the window.
Yes, I want to look. I know this is going to be dangerous, but I'm going to dodge like fuck.
It's your car. It's your car. It's your rum runner vehicle.
Outside, I just look at the window and see it.
Outside. But even though they just pulled up and you just saw the lights, no one's in the car. The lights aren't on. And it doesn't look like it's even moved.
I am literally just going to go straight to the door.
I'm going with them.
Right.
Somebody's gotta stay with the girls. I guess it's me.
look, can you
I
quit?
love your Trump voice.
Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to get used to it.
Yeah,
So it's like I know it makes you guys laugh. That's why.
And I appreciate.
Look, I'm not gonna get the screaming memes, okay?
That's not what I said. I'm just saying.
Go
Things
sit
are
with
weird.
go sit with the little girl in her room. I'll be fine out here with the boys. Now let's go figure out what's going on with your car.
I will figure out what's going on with my car. You can stay here. Goddamn
Thank you.
suffragists.
Oh, thank you. Jesus, thanks you.
So I'm ready to brawl. I'm
You're ready
ready
to fuck shit up.
I'm ready to go.
Anyone
I'll
else going
grab his
outside with
arm.
him? You grab his arm?
I'm actually grabbing his arm, going to take the bottle from him.
And I'm gonna resist
going
that.
To throw
Okay,
the door.
you guys are gonna have to make strength checks against each other, percentile wise.
Twice.
No, just once.
Okay.
42.
13.
You win. You unbothered.
Yeah.
I thought it was rolling low.
But well,
When you're against each other, it's
you
high.
beat the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But while this happened, I just kept trucking right past them and am swinging the doors
So
open.
the doors are open. For
Yeah.
you. All right.
So you threw his eye.
You are quickly
Yeah.
deeply uncomfortable and cold because your coats are
Oh,
all
yeah.
scattered throughout the dining room.
I never took mine off. I just took off my hat.
To be fair, I
And
probably
I'm-
did take mine off, but I'm still. I don't care.
I'm
Roll
leaning,
up. I'm ready.
leaning out the doorway, looking towards the car because I didn't go close enough to realize there wasn't anybody in the car.
Mhm.
Where are they?
Don't know. Don't care. I'm going right to my car so I can look inside to see if they're inside.
Absolutely.
So I go.
Not a
Pulling
damn
the Titanic
person
in the back
in
of the
sight.
car.
It looks, in fact, just as you left it.
Huh. I'm gonna get into the car into the driver's seat. I wanna start it up. Oh, wait.
You gotta crank the outside. Yeah.
And as you're cranking, you realize it's lighter than normal. It's cranking so easily. It's broken.
More! This is not words for the lady folk.
It's like the cat in the hat thing when he like smashes his tail. Son of a bitch!
Yeah, I'm swear. You seen A Christmas Story, right?
Yeah.
I'm the dad.
I vaguely remember last time I saw it, I was like 4.
I'm the dad fighting the furnace. That's me in front of the car, kicking it and banging it.
Oh, good job, Sap. You done broke our only ride.
It was broken by those 2 idiots. Oh, we're gonna rumble. Oh, there's gonna be a rumble.
I'm kind of looking out.
Yes, I'm gonna break the bottle on the car.
So you're in your room,
But I'm
and
looking out the window.
your room faces the opposite
Oh,
side of the
yeah.
hallway. So you are more than welcome to leave the room if you
Nah,
like.
I'm gonna stay in my bedroom.
And who's in the bedroom with her? Anyone? You? So everyone else is outside or like sort of in the doorway.
Yeah, I'm in the doorway. Like,
I'm outside my room.
Okay.
well, where'd the people go?
They better be far away from here if they know what's good for them, because they'll end up in the woods just like Ligari.
Well, look for tracks.
I'm gonna look for tracks.
Go for it.
Intelligence?
Yes, please.
77, I have a 60.
You do notice tracks.
Wait, I thought that bigger is...
Nope, I lied to you. You don't notice tracks. Oopsie daisy. Sorry.
I'm going to investigate the vehicle itself to see if anything
Gee,
looks
Rich,
off.
why did your mom let you have 2 dice?
Yeah, go for it.
Nate,
And
what's
what-
your character's
Yes.
last name?
Oh, shit.
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson.
51 against the name.
Wilkinson.
Alright, so you do notice it looks as if the car has fallen into light disrepair almost. It doesn't look like something that would have happened overnight, and you get the vague impression that maybe he hasn't been taking care of his car.
Hey, Booze.
What?
When's the last time you had this thing fixed?
Probably last week. Gotta make this trip here.
I'll give
You
it
know
a
how
kick.
expensive it is to get a boat?
I give it a kick.
Okay.
One of those swift kicks, see if it falls apart.
It does not fall apart, but
Hey!
you don't hear anything inside of it. It's hollow.
Hey,
I
hey,
want the
hey!
hood.
Be careful! No, you do not touch another man's car!
Empty.
Boom.
They stole the engine!
I got you. Ready? Because it's the same voice. Those little alien bastards are gonna pay for stealing my engine.
Can I'm gonna look for
Word.
tracks from the what's it called? The
Door?
porch.
I am so sick of this. This is the 3rd time this year. Except this time it's the whole engine and not just the tires or the axle.
Mitch gang.
It's the Mitch gang.
Oh,
It's still my
God.
fucking engine.
Okay. So
Those damn Mitches!
They're doing a thing again.
Cupido and Quasimodo took off with the main part.
Yeah.
Wham!
So now Booze is just an angry boozer.
Yeah, I don't see shit either.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm gonna use a luck point.
Maybe I should have
Go
went
for it.
outside. Since everybody else is ready here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 70 on a 70.
Okay, so you notice that there are very clear car tracks. Someone clearly left and came back. And not only that, but there are footprints leading away from the vehicle, but they disappear halfway up to the porch.
Boys,
What?
look at the footprints.
I'm guessing she can point out I can see him now.
Yeah.
They just stop.
No tracks leading away from them or anything.
They just stop. It's like they were walking, they stood still, and they should still be there.
Clearly they jumped. I mean, this is just them engine tactics right here.
Told you it's Mitch gang.
I gotta go take a leak.
There's just some engine tactics. I don't know how they got all the way across the ocean, you know. They should be going out west in them damn reservations.
What?
I'm a historical buff. That would be that would be the thing.
What the hell is going on?
Around this time, you hear a quiet little mousy voice. Is everything okay?
Ah!
Oh! You turn around and it's the girl with the very large, unsettling
Is she
eyes.
behind me or
She's
where?
behind you. She's
Okay.
in the house.
I wouldn't go in there yet.
Why not?
Because
I'm just gonna barrel in and look at where the body should be.
I assume you've just barreled me out of the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
her.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
You bore!
I'm gonna kind of run up and catch the girl.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
not the suffragist. I'm talking about the girl who is the witness, and I want to be on the good side when the police start asking questions.
She blushes. And stutters a little bit. Oh, hi.
Oh, darling. Where have you been?
What do you mean? We came back hours ago.
We've only been here.
Wait, where's the other one?
You mean old George?
Yeah, Riff Raff, where is he?
He's in the basement. He's keeping the furnace lit so it's warm. Is something wrong?
George decided to take my car.
Mr. Lagari told us it was okay. We were supposed to go get the stuff for the party for you guys. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no,
It's
it's
okay,
fine.
darling.
It's fine. I'll just have a little conversation with George and
Why don't
Mr.
you go-
Lagari.
Why don't you go do that, and me and this sweet girl
I
right
kinda-
here will
I
go in
kinda
the
hand
kitchen
her-
and get some tea.
I kind of hand her to you.
Uh-huh. Come on, and I tuck her arm into mine.
Well, I'm
Come
supposed
on,
to be
you.
taking care of you.
It's okay. You can take care of me by giving me some nice conversation while we drink some tea.
While I'm looking to make sure the body is still where we left it.
It is not.
I don't even notice that. I'm going to the basement. you did say no combat tonight, but you're really making it hard.
The body is gone. There is no trace of blood on the floor. In
Which
fact,
I guess I peg as I walk by, but I do not change my
react.
demeanor.
There is nothing to prove that anything strange has happened this evening, aside from Sir Lagari's disappearance.
I'm going to check the room with the mirror.
Okay?
Is it still broken?
It is still broken. Oh, I thought you were showing me something.
No.
And as you go in, because I cannot make this any more clear to you guys, there's a will-o'-the-wisp sitting on the broken piece. Somebody pick it the fuck up.
I figured it. I've known the whole time what the hell the thing was,
Please pick
but
it up.
I've never been there.
Someone pick it up. Like, I'm begging.
I grab it.
You can't move the story along without it. Thank you. As you do, you feel at home. And it's such a strange feeling from all the emotions that have been running through your body today. That you sort of take note of it as something strange, and it's small enough and light enough to sort of fit comfortably in your hand, and you can even tuck it into your pocket if you'd like, though it hangs over a little bit.
Vest pocket.
All right. But all the blood in this room is also gone. There is no proof Sir Lagari was ever even hurt or here in the first place. So I'm assuming you're going down to the basement.
Yep, I didn't even notice anything of the Lagari stuff. I am livid.
Absolutely. Let's switch back to you two, actually.
Yep.
Alright. So I turn to Mr.
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson. I say, could you please exit my room just for a moment?
No problem. I'll leave you to it.
And as he leaves, I just change into my nightgown and crawl into bed. And I just say, if you want, you can just call it a night. I'm already in bed, and I think I'm just going to try and get some sleep. You can join the others, and I guess someone can check up on me later.
No problem.
Are you actually going to sleep?
Yeah, I'll have my character go to sleep. Safest
Okay.
spot.
Roll a d20.
I swear for just a second I thought you were going to say you can join me.
Yeah, you can join me.
You can join me. Oh, well.
10. You don't have nice dreams. But they're not exactly nightmares either. They're just sort of unsettling.
So dreams.
Let me be dramatic, you asshole.
No, man, unsettling dreams are the worst. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I think they're worse than nightmares. Anyway,
I've been having a lot of those.
there we go. And then where are you going? Are you...
I'm gonna go out and meet with the others.
Okay, they're
Well, we've all split up, so.
Oh shit! Right. I'm sorry. I was out for a little bit.
Dina and
I'm gonna walk by and grab you.
That works.
Come on, building boy. I need to go find the basement. I
alright.
don't know where it is. He knows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Get the map out here.
I don't think the basement stairs are on the map technically, but they are going to be in between.
Point A and point B.
They are...
It looks like from what I have here.
Yeah, they're in the...
Because if you look at
they're
the
in the
basement
lobby.
plan, yeah,
and it's gonna go... But as you make it, sort
looks
of...
like it's like right underneath these.
Yeah, it is. So as you sort of double back into the lobby, you hear creaking on the stairs, and you'll see an elderly gentleman walk up. He's got a mark of soot across his face, and he's still hunched over and wiping sweat off of his brow. Evening, gentlemen.
No, excuse me, mister. I have a couple of words to, speak to you about, my car.
Of course. Sir Ligari told us to take it into town to get some things for the party.
And how'd you pay for it? Must it cost you an arm, a leg, an engine?
What?
I'm gonna kind of, not roughly, but enough to show there's a little bit of force, and grab his arm and be like, let's go talk in the dining room.
Oh.
And I'm gonna start pulling him, and I'd be like, you, bring me back to the dining room. I don't remember where that is.
I do, and I look back and he was like, "Go easy on him. No violence."
I promise nothing, but I
No.
will say that I don't intend to leave another body. And then drag.
Another?
You know. And I have many, many questions, because right now my character thinks he
Your
did it.
character's making me angry.
My character's angry, and I think he did it.
Another body? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, we'll discuss that. And I bring him
To
to...
coin the term, the butler did it.
Yeah, that's exactly what my character's thinking. You can't think of the little girl. It's a girl. She can't hold a knife unless it's for cooking.
I mean, realistically about your engine, though, how do you think an old man and a young girl managed to pull an entire engine out of an automobile?
Ever heard? Oh man, that's too mild a return. It looks like a chop shop. I'm like, they could go find. There are people out there who could take that car apart and sell it for parts. Cars are probably not existent in this country, as far as you know.
We've been home for hours. Why is this becoming a problem now?
Hours, right? Funny. I sit him down in the chair.
Has anyone looked at a clock?
No.
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. So I sit him in the chair, and I'm like,
But I did say, like, I started to say, what do you mean hours? And then he scared the shit out of the poor child.
Yeah.
yeah. So I sit him down and I go, so when Mr. Ligari decided to let you take my ride,
The ride he graciously gifted you after your second car was stolen, yes.
my car, yes.
Damn it.
Yes, that one.
As much as his character's like pissing the rest of us off, like I don't know about you guys, it's pissing me off. It's like he's probably gonna be the catalyst for this entire thing happening. So I'm kind of just trying to let him do his thing.
So I'm just like, so I'm also trying to really egg on the butler to do a thing, so that way
Yeah.
I can get things going. So where's the stuff?
The stuff for the party?
The stuff for the party, the stuff that's in my car, or should be in my car. The only thing I have is this! I pull out the crank I pulled off the car.
I think your first problem with the car might be that the crank is no longer on it.
No jokes. None of those. And I just with the crank, and I go, so, gonna give you a little theory of mine, Mr.
George.
Riffraff, right. You left without anyone knowing, except for Mr. Ligari, apparently. And you went and took
was
my
Sir.
car.
His name's Sir Ligari, not Mr. He was knighted.
That's wonderful. I live in America. Mr. Ligari would let you go with my car into town. Mr. Ligari goes to the bathroom, just walks away as we're all eating. And while you are mysteriously gone, it seems that you, as you say, had been back for hours. He dies. Anyone want to interrupt me while I go through this whole thing?
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
If you guys are in the room, you are more than welcome.
Please.
The second you say he dies, you see old George's face drop, and it kind of goes from like confusing and like really irritated to like pure dread.
You
I
Terrified.
grab his shoulder.
what? You want to add on to this theory?
There's something missing.
Do you think it would be in character for me
Oh,
to go to the kitchen
right.
and get a knife?
No,
Oh, right. And then the engine.
not that.
Yeah, I was
Something
Up to
else.
you. I'm gonna let
Something
that
that
one be up
we
to you.
saw,
Huh?
that
I'm
all
gonna
of
let
us
that one be up to
saw,
you.
is not here anymore.
What's not here anymore?
You're not there, and he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell him.
I know.
What's missing?
I point to where the bloodstain should be.
Where's
You're fast.
what?
You
I have
got
a limp.
you. I can't believe that you and the
Where's-
girl made it into the house without us even seeing it as we walked out.
I'm just
So
gonna
clearly
tell
you
them.
did. Yeah. No, I
Right
have
now-
questions.
You see old man George, Mr. George, whatever you want to call him, he is
Riffraff.
tearing up.
I'm gonna clobber him.
Okay. Are you
I mean,
fighting
I'm
back?
already in a struggle with him, so not much I can do.
Fair.
I think I still gotta roll him.
Yeah.
Just strength.
His strength.
10 against a 60.
Well, you sure do it. He's in a headlock.
Don't let me. No.
The
Took
old
my
man
car.
didn't do it.
Let's think about this logically. If this man is this upset about Sir
Macari.
Lakari dying, do you really think you'd have the metal to take an engine out of a car that was gifted to you by Sir Lakari?
I've seen men in Alcatraz with a better acting career.
Please break his neck.
No, I'm just tightening the hold.
And he looks at you specifically and goes, "You aren't safe."
Is that a threat?
Stop! Don't make me laugh.
I'm sorry, but that's what my character would be like.
Have you seen the lights?
Yes.
We've seen lights. Do you know anything about this?
Sort of like snatches it out of your hand.
It was from the mirror.
You know? Do you remember?
Remember what? Still got him in the headlock.
Cain and Abel. Stories.
I just drop him.
Can I have a little bird blood curdling scream from my bedroom?
Why?
Dramatic effect.
No, we're already in another dramatic effect.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
this
You,
is
I
a
will
lot
say
of
you
drama.
might have heard his thump, and you'd have been like, "Oh my god, another dead body!" And you could come out if you want, but you're not just gonna.
Okay.
I'm
I hear
scorpion
the
for no
thump.
fucking
I hear the
reason.
thump of
You
it,
hear thump and
and I come running out. Oh my god, is everything okay?
Macari brought up the story of Cain and Abel before he disappeared.
You didn't really get into the details.
he's not dead.
Kick!
You can't run. It's gone. Do you know what time it is?
I guess I check the clock. What time is it?
It is the next day when you arrived.
Like 12:01.
12:01. And you arrived around like 3 in the afternoon. And as far as you all noticed, only an hour or two passed tops.
That's strange. Could have swore we just got here.
You did. But you've been here all your life. And you watch, he sort of ages in front of you, quickly, very quickly, to where he's almost a skeleton in front of you.
What the hell?
He drops the arrowhead, and he looks up, and two of the lights, a blue in his left eye and a red in his right, are all that you can see left in his face that are distinguishable. He's going to kill you all again. And then he dies.
And I scream again. And faint.
I get up off the floor. Fuck! I gotta catch a boat.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab it again because
Go for
it
it.
seems like a plot point.
I gotta catch a boat back to the fucking States.
You're going nowhere.
I'm already up.
I'm pulling you over.
Oh.
You're going nowhere.
We need to be somewhere other than here, clearly.
At this point, I don't think we can.
Seems like whatever's going on, we need to get down to the bottom of it before it gets to the bottom of us.
God, that was a lot less cheesier in my head. Holy shit.
No, lean into it. It's fine.
That's fine.
Let's go to the basement then. We're getting to the bottom of things. Start with the bottom of the house.
Wait. What happened to the little girl?
She's having tea with me in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So we should probably switch to them. What's going on with them?
Okay, backtrack. We get to the kitchen and okay, so I did notice that she said that they had been back for hours. So I look at a clock as we're passing through the dining room to the kitchen.
You notice it is 12:01 despite the time going back. It is 12:01.
Okay, and I'm all right, dear. What was your name again?
Sorry, I asked her.
No, you're fine.
Sorry. That's a good question. I should have thought about it. I didn't though. Lorianne?
All right, Lorianne.
I was sleeping and I heard shouting and the door opened and I got scared and
It's okay, sweetheart.
I
It's
didn't
okay.
mean to scare anyone. I didn't mean for anyone to get angry.
It is quite all right. Mr. Braun, he's a bit of a tippler, and you know how they can get. Here, there's generally a kettle always on, so I start heating up the kettle. So when you left,
I'm good.
Can you
One of these days.
bring it down a notch?
One of these days.
you're
when
gonna
we're
break
streaming,
everything, including yourself.
I'm gonna hit my head so fucking hard. Keep going. Sorry.
Also, I don't know what you said about me,
Probably draw.
but I'm angry.
Templar is not in there, I do not believe, but it
Damn
does
it.
mean a drunk.
I was about to say, like, I think every emotion of yours is angry.
So when you went to town earlier, what were you getting exactly?
Just some groceries and bedding for you guys.
Well, that's awful sweet of you.
Mr. Ligari said that although Wilkinson was a genius, he didn't quite finish decorating in time for the party, and he didn't want any more stress on his shoulders because it was supposed to be a family celebration, and I didn't know Sir Ligari had family. I thought he was an orphan, like me.
Well, family can be more than just the people you're born to. I have an adopted family. Aren't you just a dear girl? So, you went to get all those nice things for us, and when you got back, did you see Mr. Ligari?
Yeah, he greeted us. You guys greeted us too.
Wait, we all just woke up in quite a fright, and we had a little something to help ourselves rest tonight, and so we're all a little confused right now. I'm sorry we've bothered you.
Oh, it's okay. I'm the one who's being a bother.
No,
Sir Ligori's gonna be with me.
I don't think anybody could be mad at you. And you know what? If Mr. Ligori doesn't appreciate you, I'll take you back home with me. I've been looking for someone that I could teach like I was taught.
I'll be very appreciated. Sorry, I couldn't.
She's actually offering to like adopt her.
Are you from the States?
I'm from the greatest state, Louisiana. I live in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
We have,
I hear it's magical.
oh, it's amazing. We have giant parties every year. There's musicians in the streets. It's just full of laissez-faire. And I think you are a very smart girl. And I had a woman once, right when I was about your age, thought I was a very smart girl too. And so she took me in and she taught me. And she had tutors for me. And she made me the wealthy woman that I am today.
And beautiful?
Sweetheart, beauty is what's in your head. Men, all they think about are our stilts and our knees and our breasts. Oh, they're not the smartest things on the planet. What really counts is what you got in your head. But you do have a really pretty face anyway.
Thank you.
Quite weatherproof too.
As you're speaking, the longer you look at her, you feel you're almost drawn into her eyes. They're very large, but they're also very confusing. It seems like she's both extraordinarily innocent and malicious at the same time. Like she's promising to show you something, but you don't know if you're ready to see it. And about that time, you see the lights sort of phase in through the window like nothing happened right behind her head. And they line her in a halo. It starts off blue, and it turns red, like blood.
I turn away very quickly and go
Are you
and...
alright?
Oh yes, just the tea. I almost forgot the tea.
Oh, alright.
So I'm gonna make you some tea, and then I'm gonna take my cuppa, and I'm gonna go to the dining room, and I'm gonna go talk to my friends and see if I can't calm them down. Why don't you just take yourself back to bed, get some rest. I'll clear everything up with Mr. Ligori for you. This was all Mr. Brom's fault.
Yes, ma'am. I hope you like your tea.
So I leave her cup and I head into the dining room.
So you're in
I
there,
come in
and
and I'm like,
you see another dead body.
again! I leave for 10 minutes and there's another one!
He didn't do it.
I didn't do any of them!
He kind of just aged quickly.
And Mr. Ligori walked in and just bled quickly. I didn't blame any of you. I'm just saying I leave for 10 minutes and there's another one. What happened?
And you can see my body just faded again. I'm pulling my hand in my
I
blanket.
sure thought she was a bear cat to begin with, but that girl is quite a Jane.
So, we got many issues to unpack here. One, didn't you have the girl last?
Yeah, we were in the kitchen.
Is she still there?
That's where I left her just now.
We should go to the kitchen.
Let's not.
No,
No,
do you guys agree disagree with me?
I feel like this has something to do with it. I wonder if we showed it to her, what would happen? Maybe she'll die too. That'd be a good thing. That's out of character. Maybe we should show her this too.
That girl.
Might be okay, but we need more answers
I'm
and
There
less
is-
riddles.
Gentlemen, there is something wrong with that girl.
Oh, tell me about it. There's something wrong with that. I point down at the dead body.
Well, what's wrong with that is death. There's
Oh,
something much worse.
Well, there's something else wrong. The quarry's gone. The blood's gone.
I did notice as I walked through. Has anybody else noticed that it's been quite a few hours?
We've been told.
Apparently, according to Lorianne, we all greeted them when they returned.
That's impossible. We clearly haven't.
And according to George, we're doomed to die.
What's going on is about some religious whatnot about Cain and Abel. Some Bible story. Surprised it made it all the way out to this bumble whatever country.
I'm
Well, you see,
Christianity.
not convinced that.
Catholicism spread all over the world.
Well, I wouldn't know that. I'm a simple. I'm a simple man.
So would your
from
character
simple
know the
beginnings.
story about Cain and Abel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
thinking-
from America. I know the Bible.
I'm just thinking like.
I'm not convinced that's not the devil in the kitchen.
I went at this point. I wouldn't be surprised.
Notice I have not touched that tea. I brought it in
I know.
and set that shit on the table. And I would suggest not a single one of you touch that cup.
I went Irish it if I needed to.
I
I walk
slowly
over
start
to it and
becoming.
look in it.
I slowly start.
You walk
becoming-
over and look into it.
Mhm.
Make an intelligence check or a
And
medicine
you're
if you
slowly
have it.
coming to.
Yes, I'm slowly coming to.
11 out of an 80.
So, you notice that that's not tea. That's not tea. It's blood.
Good thing you haven't drunk this.
And the only thing floating in the cup.
Eyeball.
No, but that would have been so much better. No, it's
Grab me a little bite.
it's a
I'll
wolf's
just make
tooth.
sure the door's open.
Oh, okay.
Wolf's tooth.
What do you need?
A long,
Okay.
too long to be natural wolf tooth.
Okay, I thought I was going a different direction.
Yeah, it's a dick. There's a dick in the cup.
I was like, I don't know why it's going there. I'm guessing some type of symbolism.
There's a dick in the cup?
There's a dick in the cup.
Let's
Yeah.
just stick it in a cup.
There's a dick in a cup. No, I was thinking it was like an actual symbolic thing, but never mind. That's fine. Wolf's tooth, got it.
I kind of sit up and I'm just like, oh my head.
I literally just dip my fingers in and take out the tooth.
Okay. You
1920s, they had no idea about height.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not
They sure
questioning it.
I will say,
Actually, we have a little bit because it is just after the Spanish flu.
make a d20 for me. Roll a d20 for me.
Did you just pick up the dick?
Yes,
That's
yes,
what
you did.
I just heard.
But that,
That was 9.
9?
7 in this light.
Okay.
It's a 9.
So you get the strange feeling that you knew the animal this belonged to. And you get an even stranger feeling that Eddie truly knows where this creature is and what it is.
That wasn't in that cup when I made the tea.
would be awfully suspicious, the one who makes it.
It was tea.
I pull out a handkerchief, wipe it off, hold this.
Oh, now it looks like a
No,
pea.
thank you.
I'm a complete asshole.
No,
Just do me a favor and hold it.
you men are such bores.
And right as the word bores leaves your mouth, you start choking on your own fear. You get this sudden remembrance of a childhood pet you owned. A large dog, not quite tamed all the way, but you never owned an animal as a child. But you know the last time you saw it, it attacked you.
animals allowed at the chateau? Oh. What in the name of all hells is going on here? I want to go.
See, someone agrees with me. I'm surprised it's you, but someone agrees with me.
This is beyond enough.
Once we get to the bottom of this, just open up my coat, put the tooth in with the mirror piece.
How about we agree not to touch things? It seems like everyone touches things and goes through some weird drippy. I can't even do that. That's way later. Vernacular. Like a drippy hippie.
You haven't seen any.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything other than demons.
No, I haven't seen anything, but I see them reacting every time they touch something, freak out, and I'm like, every time someone touches something bad happens. That guy held the thing and he fucking aged to death.
I was just thinking about that. If they're talking about the story of Cain and Abel every time they touch it, could this possibly be the first weapon? Just throwing it out there.
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah.
That's actually a good.
Yeah,
That's actually a
question.
really fair point.
Because ancient, I wouldn't know that about ancient spirit shit. So I don't know if I'd even say that. But the fact that Cain and Abel, I feel like I would have connected the dots because I have an education of I have an intelligence fucking 70 and education of 80. So
mine's the reverse.
My education's
My character would have an objection to that, though. He'd be like, no, it's a rock. Because most interpretations say it was a rock, but not all, know you. Not all.
Don't you?
well, what are you specifying? That he said he killed him with a rock?
Yeah, that the first murder
Okay.
weapon was
Well-
he kills him with a rock.
An arrowhead is part of a rock.
I was gonna make
You
another
have to
joke,
think-
but that doesn't exist
You
for
have to
another
think
30 years.
scholarly, not literally. I'm a very smart man, you see. I have many abilities.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Funny enough, his great-great-grandfather would have went to America at that time and got in the Spanish flu.
So, this is working out pretty well.
So, I'm pretty much going to be like, I get the connection, but I still think that can't be it. I don't know what that is. I don't know why you're still holding it, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure he's got a library. He's an eccentric man. He does some drinking. He's got to read a book, right?
How did that thing make me remember things that never happened?
It's just hysteria. Don't worry about it.
They make appliances for that.
You just need a good orgasm.
That or a lobotomy.
You said it's hysteria, and for one brief moment, the flash of rage in my head made me want to punch you in the throat.
I'm surprised what I said didn't just push you over the edge then.
Oh no, that was your funny. It took me a second to get to the
No,
funny.
mine specifically that's literally the 1920s and
Oh,
what
no.
they would have done.
Yeah, but I was actually accused of hysteria before.
Oh, I'm
so-
sorry.
No, it's
I didn't mean
okay.
to trigger you.
No, you're okay. It just was.
And holding this is just kind of making me think about everything that's going on, trying to put everything together.
Clearly the man was a man with a Bible. We should go find his library and see what's in it, because maybe there'll be something. Maybe whatever weird bullshit religious stuff he's into.
You think he would have his personal library at pretty much a summer home?
He's eccentric.
There is.
He has a summer home in the middle of the snow.
It's not worth looking for. I know for a fact that there isn't a library in here.
Oh, okay,
Where-
that's fair.
Where is his room?
Which room would be his?
The master bedroom.
He doesn't have a specific one. You realize now that you never built a master bedroom.
There are only rooms for guests. The biggest room, which you could consider the master bedroom, is the one with that damned mirror in it that I told him I didn't want in here.
Mirror? What mirror?
Let's go look at the mirror again.
We're all gonna go stare at the mirror, find nothing, and walk back out.
I'm about to lose my shit over this damn mirror.
I'm trying.
Alright.
I'm very smart.
Well, I never knew the mirror existed till this moment.
No, you're good.
But that's like the biggest clue we have besides the thing he's holding that I don't want to touch and I want to give to the girl. She'll melt.
No, I'm saying maybe
Or
that'd be
explode.
maybe that'd be a good thing.
Yeah, she'll melt or explode or age to death.
I'm
Or
more.
become her true eldritch form.
I'm more afraid that it would give her power.
I was about to say, if
I
like,
think
the way
that
I'm
goes on the
thinking
line
about
of
it,
logic.
It's giving me the key.
the way I'm thinking about it, like, you know, I can't remember his name, but Sir
Gary.
Abel
Ligari.
and the little girl might be Kane. That's just something I'm, like, thinking about, but...
As we go past my room, I run in, grab my robe, and cover myself up since I'm gonna need my nightgown.
Absolutely. Does anyone want to make any investigation checks, do anything before
Actually,
they go, or go down the bed?
I'm
go down the
actually
hallway?
gonna see if there's anything
Instead of taking...
something out of the ordinary in my own bedroom.
Absolutely. Make an intelligence check for me.
Absolutely.
Did I say absolutely? Whoopsie daisy.
I love it.
It's
73, and I'm at 70. So my room looks normal.
Room looks fine.
So
Alright.
since I already checked the mirror itself, I'm gonna check the shards. Since last time I checked the mirror and it was a mirror and it was
And
not.
while you're checking the mirror, I'm checking the rest of the room.
I'm checking the shards of the mirror. not the mirror.
Okay.
So at least my
Oh,
bedroom's
shit.
normal.
So, you sort of get the vague impression that this is where Sir Ligari had been resting.
Mm-hmm.
You see, most importantly, in a little shadow box upon the wall with an old cutout of a family graveyard, the pocket watch he'd been checking all night.
I was about to go check his body, but it's not there. I know I just said we should stop touching things, but I feel I need to open the pocket watch.
Alright. So you take the shadow box down from the wall and you unlatch it, and you can take the pocket watch out, and the newspaper clipping of the picture of the family grave does sort of flutter out, and a little light rushes past it and disappears again right before it hits the ground.
I'm gonna go pick up the piece of paper.
Okay. Will you make an intelligence check for me?
You can't fucking
No. No. 100.
He can't fucking read.
You have a little bit of alcohol on your hands,
That's a little.
Oh shit.
and you smudge all of the ink on the back.
Oh, fucker!
Shit!
Damn it!
Which really sucks for you guys.
100! 100!
Rich, look at me.
Wait a minute, what did you roll?
000.
Shit.
100.
That is a 100. I was hoping you rolled a 001.
Rich. Luck point.
You
Oh,
can spend a
luck point.
You can
Luck
spend a
point.
luck point.
The luck point.
The alcohol sucks back into your fingers.
No, I lick my fingers.
Your
It's
fingers
like you
are still
kinda-
wet.
You take a candle and you kind of heat up the paper.
74, and my intelligence. It's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is 60. Fuck. I don't smudge it. I didn't ruin
You
it.
don't ruin it.
Thanks,
You
Mike.
don't ruin it. But the lettering is faded and it's hard to read. You can't quite get a grasp on it, but the pocket watch falls heavy into your hand.
Yeah.
And it feels like coming home. And you get this smell almost of firewood and old, very rustic alcohol. And you feel like someone you love is near.
And gumshoe this.
I'm gonna try to read the paper
Okay.
and let.
I should touch things more often.
Oh, look at that. Like,
58?
it doesn't have anything to do with the pertain with plot, right?
It's a Skyrim one.
Okay. I saw
What?
that.
Sorry,
I
what?
saw the Skyrim.
It's a
one,
58
so-
elevated.
So, you do manage to read it, and at first glance, it looks like it would be... It's in another language, but somehow you can read it, and you've never seen this language before. But you vaguely make out the words, Ligari, family, butcher.
Family what?
Butcher.
Butcher. I'm making sure it's not folded or anything. So
It's
that's all I
just
can
a
really make
scrap
out.
of paper with a picture of graves on one side, and on the back, the only thing that is legible is Ligari Family Butcher.
I noticed these kind of in my house.
So has anybody done a good check on the mirror yet?
No.
Can I give y'all a hint?
I want
Yeah,
to.
I'm trying to go to the mirror.
Okay, how about this? Another little light comes in,
Okay.
because I'm about damn tired of this, and it floats over and sort of rests in your pocket.
I'm gonna walk over to the mirror and try to line this little piece up where it should have broken off.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
I've never told you guys how sweet old
6.
vintage
No,
liquor is.
9.
9? Okay. You managed to sort of find the general area where it is. And as you sort of slot it back into place, a few stray shards seem to reappear in the mirror's frame. But they don't disappear from the ground.
What?
And it's not the entire mirror. It's puzzled, strangely. But it's not in a distinguishable pattern.
What did you just do?
Does that break me from my...
Yes.
Okay. Oh, what?
And sort of as you come out of it, you realize you've never smelled that before. You don't know who you were remembering.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna pocket the watch.
Since there's a lot of feels, can I try to touch the mirror and like just touch it and see if anything happens?
Yes.
What did I say about touching?
It seems like I have a good touch right now.
It's funny.
You got the
You're
touch.
you're saying never touch anything, yet who's the one that's normally telling me not to touch things? Verna.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody. Don't pin that on me. That's on everyone. That's on God.
What did you just do? How did you do that?
I'm
You
gonna
did something right there.
I'm gonna
I think
attempt
we
to
got
touch the
slipped
mirror
something.
too.
Okay. So you go to touch the mirror,
Yeah.
and you don't feel anything overwhelming. You just sort of have this vision of a man who sort of reminds you of Billy, creating a frame for a mirror, gaudy and awful, and you made fun of him for it, but you don't know who that man is. And once you pull your fingers away, you sort of lose the memory, and all you're left with is a sense of you somehow know Billy, and you know this mirror.
Since I would have officially been the first one touching the mirror, I didn't get anything out of that.
You only got the original bit, which was...
And then she touches the mirror after.
Then you touch the mirror, and you hear sort of a hammer striking material, and a laugh that sounds free and almost like a child's. And you get this sense that this mirror was sort of a coming of age moment for someone you knew, someone you loved, but you don't know who.
So you have. What did you put up there?
It was a piece of the mirror.
Maybe we should try to assemble the mirror and see if anything happens.
Okay.
As crazy as that sounds.
Alright, I'll start picking up some
Yeah, I'm gonna
shards.
Carefully, don't touch
Once
yourself.
again, the one who said don't touch anything begins
Yeah.
picking up the shards.
Okay.
And I'm trying to piece.
Are
What is
you-
this little spot right here?
It's melted by almost like it was heated up.
Yeah, but it looks like something went there. Give me that.
Why are you touching it?
As you touch it,
Okay.
you
God damn
I'm
it!
starting
Sorry.
to get the feeling I'm the one that's supposed to handle it.
well, as you touch it, you get this
feeling of protection, of a full belly, and a lack of fear despite the howlings you would hear at night. You feel the presence of an older brother, a kind one who rarely laughed but loved you quite a bit. You miss him, and your heart hurts for him, but you don't have a brother.
It's a better reaction than I was expecting.
I'm gonna try to slot it in.
Alright, it does go in, but as the mirror's not fully assembled quite yet, nothing happens, and you're not sure why.
I've already carefully picked up shards, and I'm just kind of.
As you touch the mirror,
Damn it, touching things!
you feel this pride. You made this. You know you made this. But you also feel this heat. And it burns. And it hurts. And you freeze. This mirror killed you. You know it. You know it. You know someone killed you with it, but you've never seen this mirror before in your life.
I drop the glass as that happens. I got cuts.
Mr. Braun!
Oh! Sorry, it hurt myself.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
Does anyone have a mop?
I take.
Handkerchief.
Or a bandage.
I was asking for a
Can I
handkerchief.
have your whiskey?
I guess for his whiskey.
Mine's on hand.
That's
I
fair.
open it up
I'm
and I
gonna-
take your
I'm
hand
gonna
and I
stand
just
on,
pour a little on
the
it.
shift of putting the pieces into place then. Since
Only way to
he's
clean it, and then I
dying.
take a little bit of my
Squirt.
Well,
robe
Robe.
and just wrap it up. Hopefully that'll.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Okay. Around this time, where's everyone looking?
At the mirror.
At the mirror.
I'm
I'm
kind of both
looking at
angry
his-
and confused.
I'm looking at his
finishing
hand.
his job there.
I'm just trying to calm him down.
So I will say, Kieran, since you have not really been super involved in anything yet, you, on the door frame, see long fingers sort of grasp it. And Lorian's head peeks out. Is something going on? I heard yelling again.
Everything's fine, little Lorianne. He just cut his hand. We were trying to fix the mirror that broke in here. He just cut his hand and I just bandaged him up.
Shouldn't touch what isn't yours. You won't like my hand.
I know it's not ours, but we're just trying to fix it. We saw this broken and we're...
Things that are broken deserve to be broken.
Okay, we'll just leave it as is. Right, guys?
Fuck this mirror.
If you would all so kindly oblige, Old Man George and I made dinner.
George is
We'll be down in a moment.
The places are set.
Thank you, darling.
I don't know
I'm
about you
actually
guys.
reaching in. I got my hand on my gun.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not particularly hungry right now.
Never mind.
It's
No,
only
I've
got a
been
plan.
30 minutes since we ate.
I don't know. I don't trust the
I'm gonna
clocks
start
anymore.
helping put the mirror back together. I think we need to get this done. Darling, go stand at the doorway and let us know if she starts to come back.
I look around. Is there like maybe...
I'll watch the door.
Is there like a candlestick that I can...
Technically, if he's eccentric enough, he would have electricity.
Yeah, and he does.
Yeah.
But I will
Decor.
say you might find
Just something
Head
heavy.
knobs and broomsticks.
Yeah, I mean, the doorknob did fall off of the door. You could hold it in your hand as sort of a blunt weapon, but
Okay, I'm gonna
it's not a
hold
lot of
that.
range on that.
I'm going to watch the door.
Okay.
Okay, but still.
And I'm keeping my hand on my
Gun. Okay.
And
Okay.
I am putting this thing
The
together.
second
fast
you
as
lean your
possible.
head out, despite the fact that it's a very long hallway, the only thing you see is some lights. Red is blood.
What
I'm
do
pretty
you
much.
see?
No, I'm just sitting on the bed watching them angrily, like, just fuck this mirror.
What do you see?
I think this piece goes over there.
lights.
Yes.
What
And
color?
If she comes back, we'll just all kind of head out, okay? And we'll pretend that we weren't working on the mirror.
I'm actually going to step out.
Okay.
As he steps out, I just scramble and grab the doorknob, not knowing what to do.
Okay.
Because I'm going to get myself killed.
So, are you simply stepping out or are you going further down the hallway?
I'm going further down the hallway. I'm investigating.
Absolutely. You roll a d20 for me.
Gumshoe's about to be buried on Boot Hill.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's only natural,
Luck point,
right?
luck point, luck point, luck point, luck point,
Luck point.
luck
Luck
point.
No,
point.
you can't. Not on the d20 rolls. You cannot use those. Only on the percentile dice.
Though, thinking about it, I should have used my luck points earlier. Oh well.
So, you take only a few steps down the hall and nervously look back, and you only see more hallway. There's no doors. It's just a hallway. And then, at the end, you see these long fingers wrap around the door. And half of the head picks up. And you just stare.
Blam!
I'm not done.
That's
Shoot what's
this
already
guy's
dead.
reaction.
Okay,
This is too freaky. He's going to shoot first.
go for it.
So anyways,
Nothing
I start
happens.
blasting.
It passes right through the eye. This giant eye that's staring at you.
Ah, shit.
And then it leans its head fully out and steps from around a
Ooh,
corner.
I don't like the way that moves.
And it has two massive eyes that take up all the way down to its jaw. And the only other thing on its face is a mouth that begins here and ends where their crotch should be. It's got arms and legs, and it's disjointed and tall and lanky. And it tilts its head and goes, I see you.
Ooh, no.
Roll 2d6 for me.
I bet that's all it does.
Days.
7.
Okay, you take 7 points of sanity damage.
Yeah,
Um,
I just took 7 points of sanity damage in real life.
I think we all did.
Nah,
I got the heebie-jeebies.
I've been through X.
I'm
It
literally
gets-
going to
it gets
respond.
bad.
I see you too. Don't move.
Shoot, little man. You can't kill what's already been killed. I know you. I know all of you. And your brother sends his regards.
Brother.
it steps closer to you, and it touches you on the neck. Right here. And you blink, and you're right outside of the room. And your neck is itching. So, what would you like to do now?
Slide the barrel out to see if I actually took a shot.
You have 2 bullets missing.
I only fired one.
Oh, I thought you shot twice. My bad. You have 1 bullet missing.
I look back in the room.
Did we hear it?
That's what I'm seeing.
I think he got pulled to an alternate dimension.
Yeah, he just looks back, he just sees
However-
me and be like, fuck that mirror.
Kieran, or Kiki, was watching the door with the doorknob in your hand. And you do see a spiraling pattern right here on Mike's neck that wasn't there a second ago. In fact, you watched him the whole time. You watched it become etched upon his skin. And next thing you know, all of your necks start itching.
Fucking skiers.
O'Malley?
God, how many fucking skiers are there?
Your neck.
I kind of like tilt my neck. Like, can I look in the mirror? Because I'm right beside
You sure
the mirror.
can.
What the hell?
You
What
see
the hell?
a dark mark curling up from your collar, and you all have different parts of it. But if you were to put it all together, it makes a loop. A sideways loop.
Oh, how close are we to finishing this fucking mirror?
Is there any way we would know? Do we know that like by the jump, or would we have to like put that together?
You would have to look at each other, but it's
Pretty obvious.
pretty obvious.
Okay, I was just wondering, it's like if we were gonna have to draw it or
I'm
not.
dropping the doorknob, grabbing O'Malley, and pulling him in, and I slam the door shut, and I'm trying to figure
Well,
it
as
out.
shut as it can be without a doorknob.
And I'm looking for something heavy to put in front of the door.
Well, if you take the doorknob with old timey doors, I just know this offhand. If it's an old timey door, it's like one with the ones with the pegs, right? So if you take it with the peg and you shut the door, there's no way of getting that door open unless there's a doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
So it's essentially locked in. If you take the doorknob and
we used to have old doors
Okay.
like that at my house.
So I do that.
When I was
So
young.
she can't come the fuck in.
I mean, unless
Hopefully.
she busts the door down, or
Yeah, but we got pretty good
Not-
warning.
Knock on wood.
In character, she's not getting in here. Out of character, fuck, she can just walk through woods!
yeah, she's just gonna become particles and go through the door.
We don't know this.
Or she just appears in the room. You know, anything can happen.
I don't tell anyone
What?
what I saw as far as that creature goes.
Not a word?
Not a word.
Okay.
Keeping that
I
to
just
myself.
look at everyone with their scratchy necks in the loop and I guess clearly put together that everyone's got them. I assume that I have the same thing because
Yes.
I'm not looking in the mirror because fuck that mirror.
Yes, you sort of put two and two together,
Yeah.
and you vaguely know the shape that it's in. Would anyone like to do anything specific, or
I
we
would like
just-
to go back
I
to
would
New York.
imagine
You are almost done with the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me one.
And I am holding on to this thing. I'm gonna put it in as soon as this mirror's done.
I gotta look up a thing.
Okay, so the mirror is put together.
Good.
It is janky as hell.
Don't care.
But you are able to slot the arrowhead into the little area. But nothing happens.
Fuck, it feels like I'm missing something.
Can I
Do
look
you
to
think
see if
this
there's
is a
something
waste
missing?
adventure?
Sure, make an intelligence check.
56 on a 70.
Okay. You get this distinct feeling that it's not about what, but who.
Who found this?
That was me.
Put it in.
Shit. Shit.
Way to ruin a moment.
You see, any other time you'd asked that, it would have been perfectly fine. I go to slot it in the thing.
Nothing happens.
O'Malley, you try.
This time when you hold it, before you put it in, this time when you hold it, you feel a sense of duty and honor and a responsibility on your shoulders, but also a pride. And you feel like a hero to someone, but you don't know who.
I just put it in the slot.
It turns.
I'm hiding.
Absolutely, it turns upside down. And you see the arrowhead fall through the glass. And as it touches the ground,
The door slams.
the door slams. As,
Oh shit!
as it
Plot
touches the
twist.
ground, it sort of becomes what looks like a painting of the outside. It's snowy and cold, and you can feel the cold, but you know where it is. It is right over the entrance to the abandoned mine that this was built on.
I think we only have one way out of here. And it might give us some answers.
I think
Damn mines.
Bram Stoker was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go out of the country.
Idea.
Touching the mirror.
Fuck that mirror.
Okay.
I'm actually reaching to see. if
I
it's
feel
a
cold.
portal of
Are we
sorts.
Exactly. I felt cold. I'm like,
Is this a Van Helsing thing? Wait, has anyone seen Van Helsing?
No.
With Hugh
I
Jackman?
have. Yeah, I have.
Huge
Okay.
Jackman.
Actually-
Hugh Jackman?
Touching the mirror.
yeah.
You know, your
I
hand
feel
without.
Yeah.
cold, and I'm like,
You feel cold as your hand gets closer, your hand gets colder, and a little will-o'-the-wisp, the lights you've been seeing, somehow you know the name of it. It comes and it warms your palm up, and it sort of tickles at you, as if it's asking you to come in.
Guys,
You
fuck that
do.
mirror.
You end up in the middle of
Narnia.
ski routes. Whoop, let me find them. C, D, and E.
This is literally Narnia without the closet.
This is
N-E.
C, D, and E.
And I know the geography of this land, right? That's why you sent me the.
Yes. You don't know much about this.
Yeah.
You've only seen it once on a
Yeah.
small glimpse on the map. You weren't really looking here to ski.
Since I know, where exactly would it be? Like,
I turn around and look behind
It's
me.
right
Do I? Is there
in
like?
that little wood patch?
Can I see back in the room behind me? Or?
You sure can, but everyone looks slightly different. Like they're out of a different time. Like they're all in ancient clothing. And you see O'Malley holding a spear tipped with an arrowhead.
What's the arrowhead?
Get back in here.
I think we need to go in.
No, fuck that mirror.
So,
Could someone throw me a coat through?
I take off my coat.
My coat's in the hole.
No one's going involved.
Oh,
It's-
well,
it's-
I don't know that.
We're at the point where out of character, clearly through, but in character, fuck that mirror.
Well, I'm with you. Fuck that hall.
yeah,
So not only do you see O'Malley with the arrowhead, you see Billy, and you see him covered in ash and soot. He looks like he's been working on something over an open fire.
It's not booze.
No, it's not. You see Oswald Wilkinson with this long pocket watch draped around his hand. It's open, and he's glancing between you and the watch. And you see Kiki, and she has a pen, a quill, and paper in her hands.
I look down at myself. Do I look the same?
You look the same.
Okay.
The only thing is, you notice almost too well the weight of the wolf's tooth in the pocket of Mike's jacket. O'Malley's jacket.
Guys?
yeah.
From this side, y'all look different.
Well, come back through.
What?
I'm gonna step through the mirror.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Welcome, you see everyone. You see the same thing that she does.
I'm gonna step back through. What
Okay.
do I look like? I want to know!
I want to know. Can you show me?
Because
That
I feel
is a
like
fair
it fits
thing to
in-
do.
It sure is.
I feel
You know
like
what?
it fits in the link with me and his character. I grab his wrist and I'm like, alright, come on, we're going through.
I mean, I'm technically resisting, but I'm gonna let it happen.
So, nope. Eddie, you look through the mirror, you see her. She steps back and she turns around to look at you, and a heavy weight swings around her neck. A wolf's tooth.
Sorry.
And bees.
And me.
Not the bees!
A heavy wolf's tooth, and she's covered in what looks like some sort of animal fur. It's all in her clothes, and her clothes are not the same as they were.
I'm gonna relay this to her.
Okay, I come back through for a minute. I think we have some rehanding.
I'm getting pulled through by
Mhm.
by him.
By Mr. Wilkinson.
Yeah, you, the guy, the asshole who
Is
built the
the-
place we're stuck in.
Can we pick back up the?
Yes, it has fallen through. You
Okay.
can't pick up the arrowhead.
Okay, I think this belongs to you. On that side, you were holding a spear with that.
And you were wearing a necklace with a whip.
So I'll take that. The watch. You had that pocket watch that Sir Legary had.
So should I just go through and get it, or?
I
No,
have it.
He
He
has
has it.
But did
I-
we know that he?
I don't
has
think
it?
anyone
Nope,
knows
the
I
only
have
one who
it.
knows that he has it
I
is him.
put it in my
fact, Will
pocket.
you pass it around to him, please?
Yeah. No, I just say that because that's what I saw. That the pocket watch that Mr. Legary was looking at all evening. You had it.
I don't have it now. I'll be use my voice.
Where is? And his body was gone. Damn, we'll never get that pocket watch.
Wait a second.
No one else seen me have it.
Yeah, no, I just
You
did that for a
handed
fact.
me the newspaper clipping.
I handed you newspaper. Right, then you would have seen it. So I go like, no, I left it in the room.
We're in the room.
No, we're not. We're
Roll
through
the
the
check.
mirror.
Can I roll to check for bullshit?
No.
But you had like a pen and a quill and. Wait, have we seen a quill tonight?
Look for it.
No, but I'm still. Sometimes I start looking around the room.
It's not in the room.
It's not in the room.
No, y'all passed it forever ago. I gave you every opportunity.
Shit.
I ain't going back in that hallway.
You gotta
Well,
remember,
I didn't know anything
we're
happened in the
idiots.
hallway, and I need my coat. So I go over to. I'm going in the hallway because
I'm going with her
Happy
because
night.
I'm still not properly dressed
I
either.
think we need our winter clothes.
I'm pretty much going to him. We're on the other side. You happy? Can we get back?
Sure.
It's cold out here.
Sure.
It's
Okay,
like the
let's-
fucking Appalachians right here.
Let's gear up and then we'll come back.
Okay.
So we go through, back through the mirror.
Well, now we gotta deal with the grudge group.
I don't know this because
Yeah,
he.
He said nothing, so
Yeah.
I
Okay.
said nothing because I don't want to freak everyone else out.
Yeah. So I'm going to open the door and go
Bumps.
into the hallway.
I'm staying right with
And
her
right
because
as
of
you
what I
do-
saw.
You run to Mr. George. Old man George.
Oh.
Right as rain.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. George.
you surprised me. Oh, it's dinner time, isn't it?
Yes.
I am so sorry. We got caught up talking.
Has she seen you?
Yes.
She.
Should we come to dinner or not? Okay. Mr. George, do you happen to know if Sir Legary keeps a special quill anywhere?
you're with her. Are you not freaking out? Because I would be freaking out if I was there.
He kind of grabs your hand and goes, go back into the room. I'll bring it when it's safe.
Okay, thank you.
Should I roll a sanity check or something here? Because I did step out with her.
Yeah. Roll 2d6 again. Because you're going to take some sanity loss.
6.
Okay. How much sanity do you have?
50 at total. at
Okay,
max,
okay.
so-
Then we're good. Making sure it wasn't going to get too low.
Okay, so I step back in. Mr. George said that we should stay in here, and he'll bring us something.
Mr. George aged to death. Like, ow.
Yes, but also Sir Legary had an incident too, and no longer had an incident. So we'll just stay here so that we don't have any incidents with Lorianne, as Mr. George intimated that we might. So we'll just stay here, and he will bring us a useful item.
Seems like we should kind of just go with the flow with things. Things seem strange around here.
Yeah, I'm not so
sure.
I'm not so sure that certain bodily
Beings?
bodily issues are quite permanent here.
Clearly.
Is there a clock in the room?
There sure
I
is.
I would like to look at the clock.
It is 12:01.
I was about to say I incidentally, because I don't think about it, I pull the pocket watch out and look at it.
12:01.
Oh, look what I found! Out of nowhere!
I think that belongs to him.
Here.
As
like
you
it's-
touch it, you feel, without even putting it on, the cold iron around your neck. You feel a father's pride. And you feel happy and fulfilled, but then you can't breathe and you're choking and it's pulled so tight. And you know, this watch was gifted to you with so much hope. And it choked every ounce of life out of your body.
Give me that Jenga piece. That's going to be my wolf's tooth. You
Whoa!
could have just handed it.
I was trying to do a gentle, toss.
Can I look in the room to see if there's any proper clothing for a lady?
I'm gonna go with it's Sir Ligari's room, so you're not gonna find proper clothing for a lady.
You're gonna have to dress and drive.
Unless...
I'm going to start ransacking his clothes and putting on warm clothes.
There you go. That's probably. a
I'm
very
gonna
good
do the
idea.
same
Tightening
thing.
the belt up.
Both of you roll d20s.
Okay.
Us men are 36.
I'm down by 13
17.
on the board.
Okay.
10.
17 and 10?
Mhm.
Okay, you find full outfit, totally warm. You're good. You find a lighter jacket. I mean, a heavier jacket than the one you're wearing, but it's still relatively light. And you do swap out your heels for boots.
Nice.
So your toesies are warm.
Okay. Well, I'm a little bit bustier than you, but
At least I'm
this is
not.
better than what I had.
At least I'm not in a nightgown in ruins.
And no heels.
Exactly.
And where's everyone looking?
Not the mirror, because fuck that mirror. The door.
I'm watching the door because I do not trust that hallway.
I'm looking in like a dresser or his bags or whatever.
I'm not looking at the women.
Nate.
I didn't care.
I
if
guess
they
I'll be
were.
the contrarian and say I'm looking at the mirror. I'm about to get fucked up.
Fuck me up, daddy.
As you're handling the watch in your hand and sort of reliving this mix of fear and pride, you see something move out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, that's just...
You look up and you see an elderly gentleman in the mirror walking towards you. And in his hand is a long blade. But this man isn't old George. This is not a man. This is... As he gets closer, you can see his rib cage is exposed entirely. He is unclothed, but he is smiling. He looks kind. He hands through the mirror, and he touches your hand and says, "Be safe." And then he falls and melts into the snow.
You got wish well by ice rink.
I mean, no one else saw that, so I'm just like, everyone,
Oh, where did... I didn't see
I'd
Mr.
rather
George
not
come.
relive how I got that.
Okay.
Oh, also, roll a
That's what I was
d20.
saying. I was wondering if I was getting away without a sanity check here.
No.
I think this belongs
See,
to
out of
you.
character,
Actually,
George...
roll 1d6.
George is a cool guy. In character, he didn't fucking answer my questions. My engine's still missing.
And you, I saw you. You look like you were working
Is that it's
Makes
just
sense, you gotta make the booze.
basically. Okay.
No, I mean,
I
like,
didn't want to put too much into it.
It's soot. That's not boozy.
You lose 6 points of sanity.
fuck.
Um,
When I saw him, was he holding anything specific, or did he just have...
yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I love you. Remember that part of the mirror that's super horribly misshapen that nobody ever investigated well? Well, he's holding that. And you notice that misshapen part is in the shape of his skull.
Fuck that mirror!
I go and I pull it out.
That's fine. It stays the way it is.
This is yours.
I don't know how I would react because I'm really angry at that mirror. So
This isn't technically part of the mirror.
that is fair. I'm breaking my rule about touching things.
As you touch it, you...
I'm chucking this, aren't I?
No. You remember building it from start to finish. You remember showing all of your younger siblings. Remember specifically a little boy with a watch who thought you were building the coolest thing on earth. But you also remember an older brother, Cold. He never thought anything you did was right. He never thought anything any of you ever did was
Chucking this thing.
But you don't know who these people are.
And I did hand her the
feather.
feather.
Perfect.
Did I have paper too?
That's not the point.
Paper doesn't
The
last.
feather's the important part.
Okay.
As you touch the feather,
Yeah, it's cold.
Perfect.
you remember a beautiful woman sitting you down across from a fire, telling you stories of old. Stories that had been around for longer than she had. Stories that had been around for longer than any human alive ever had. You remember her teaching you your letters. You were the only child smart enough to get it. You fully grasped writing and reading, and you loved it. And you would write your stories and read them out to your older siblings, and they would sit around the fire at night after dinner, bellies full of stew. They would listen to your stories. But the pen is mightier than the sword, and it comes to a point.
You stabbed her with that fucking pen.
And you remember pain in your eye. Sharp pain. And nothingness. And a laugh. And you snap out of it.
I have a theory. I'll explain after.
Let's say, don't do it now.
Yeah, no, I have theories too. Is it fair to say that we all saw things? Yeah?
Like strange memories.
Memories that aren't memories? Past lives?
We're all connected somehow.
I told you I'll fuck that mirror.
Well,
God damn it.
I think the quicker we get out of this lodge, the better.
I've been saying that since the first body dropped.
Well, there's seems to be only one way out. I motion towards the mirror.
You
I
hear,
look you directly into your soul. I'm just like,
you hear a dinner bell ring.
that's our cue.
Yeah.
I don't see any of you. You're late for dinner.
I start pushing people out the mirror.
Mirror, mirror.
You didn't even have to push me. I
I
already
am
jumped
trying-
through.
No, I'm the last person you push out, and I go, fuck this room!
And the last person who's the last person in the room?
Oh, that technically he
Yeah.
would, because he's pushing me out last.
Do you turn to look at the door before you go?
I just fire a couple blind shots back that way.
Fair enough. You don't hit anything. Except wood.
But hey,
But
didn't
you know what?
see
It
nightmares.
felt cathartic, so I'm gonna say you regained 2 sanity points.
You agreed! Fuck this room!
So anyways, I started blasting.
So you all make it onto the other side, and you are sort of in the middle of this wooded area in the cold. And all of a sudden, though it had been quiet this whole time, Mr. Wilkinson's clock starts ticking. Nope, who has the clock? Yep, you have the clock. You have the watch. It starts ticking loudly. And you see that old man. He rises up from the snow. His ribcage is entirely exposed. You can all see him. And every breath he takes is visible. This is where you died. And that's where we'll end it for this
Yeah!
I love this so much. Like, oh, there's so
Yeah.
much. There's so.
It gets
There's
so
so much to
invested.
chew on.
I'm digging through a lot of historical stuff right now and being like, fuck, now we gotta go into fucking the end of World War I now.
No, man, we're in Scandinavia, and I am pretty sure I know what's going on in like a broad sense.
Like I said, when we're done with stream, I'll mention my theories.
Okay.
But thank you all for coming.
I hope you liked it. Happy Halloween.
There's so many different plot threads. I'm like,
Happy Halloween! We will be back to this week after next.
Yep, next week, Fate will be showing up to run a dread.
Yay, Dread!
Yay, Fraction Vomit!
And then the week after that, we will do the second episode of
This.
A Chilling Nightmare at Sapphire Peaks. So, goodbye!
Bye.
Keep saying bye as I try to get all of us going. Bye! 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 Bye!
A wolf's fang, a quill, a pocket watch, a arrowhead, and a skull. Artifacts from another life, from the same. We won't know till we've come back to Sapphire Peaks. So come back on Sunday. We'll see what our friends do. If they could survive Sir Legary's torturous ski lodge. As cold as the grave and as far from home as you can possibly imagine. Good night and happy Halloween.